Good morning, guys. It's Monday, 6:20. I'm exhausted. Even though it said almost got 5 hours of sleep, I don't know how accurate that is. I was at least resting for almost 8 hours. But 2 more weeks until spring break. Today starts tutoring. After we come back from spring break, then we'll have 6 weeks left of school. So, and like 2 of those weeks will be filled with testing. My share teacher, when I checked yesterday at 6:30 p.m., didn't have the lesson plans done, so I couldn't do them. And I have to work on an IEP because the university has spring break this week, so nothing going on, really. Yesterday, my first paper was due, so I did turn that in yesterday. Got a grade back from my discussion post. I got all the points for that. So it's just for an hour, but that means I'll be leaving later, an hour later, which means traffic's going to be worse. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, we have our regular stay late thing. However, this week, Thursday, I won't be tutoring because we have a PD that's off campus. And anyway, that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to work on this IEP and then I'll check later. Because like I said, students have to do some makeup testing, so I'll work on lesson plans during then because I should be able to finish this IEP this morning. Alright guys, 2:15 end of the day. So we have 1 student absent from our homeroom class, and then block B, there were 2 students that were out. Although one of our students in our homeroom had to spend time in ISS today. They call it ISI, but you know. So I have to stay here for tutoring. That starts at 3, so I guess until then, I don't know. But I've got moved. So originally they had me with 4th grade, now I'm at 3rd grade. I think in part because that one teacher said she wanted to partner with me. And I think they already had her for 3rd grade. So I would be doing math. And then we just switch. So we have a schedule we have to stick to because they don't want us to go ahead of what they're doing. But again, I won't be here Thursday, so I don't think they'll have tutoring, or I don't know how that's going to work. Because she won't be here, I think, Wednesday, because she's with 3rd grade. So I don't know if they just want us to combine the group and not just do both that day, or what. Because I could. Just, like I said, we get a calendar. They basically want us to use the online platform. Like, I guess 3 problems a day. At least for this one. Because today, they want us to use Unit 1, numbers 1 through 9 on the online platform. And then they also said something that I had found before on my own through CTLS. They call it Milestone Minute. So I guess do corresponding questions like that. But they suggest using it as an exit ticket after we go through the online program. I mean, I'm like, they're going through it with, I don't know. I feel some type of way about that. If they're going through the online platform with their class, they already know the answers to the thing that's online because they don't change the questions. They're exactly the same. Also, though, you can go forward and backwards, so they'll know what the answer is. They can just go for it and then select the answer. So that's what I'm like. I don't feel like the students need the computers. I feel like they just need whiteboard and markers, and we, the teachers, project it on the screen and tell them to show their work, and then write the letter for the correct answer or whatever. And then we go over why it's that answer. That's how I would do it, but I guess I'll update you guys. So I'm supposed to get an observation. The person, our administrator who does our observation, she was gone for a while on leave. She came back. She, I guess, observed my share teacher that Monday that I was out. But the next day, she was supposed to observe our team, the teacher whose students we switched class with, she didn't. So I'm like, I already know she has to make up theirs. She has to do mine, but don't know when. She hasn't said anything. So, like, she said she would tell us the date, but I wouldn't know the time, which is fine. Like, if I know the date, that's fine, but I would like to know the date, not her to show up in here. Okay. Okay, anyways, that's it for today. Yeah, so it is, Wednesday. I don't know if that one, the person that I partner up with tutoring, I don't know if she's going to be out. I didn't realize there are like 4 third grade classrooms that switch, and she's part of it. So I think she just does ELA, so she might not be going to that training that I have to go to tomorrow. It's our day. Also, though, they're supposed to be getting walks tomorrow. And they really wanted to see 5th grade. Apparently 5th grade science. Well, nothing we can do about it. We didn't choose this professional learning thing. I was trying to see how long it's going to take, because we don't need to be there till 8:30. So I'm like, I don't need to get up as early. I could sleep in. But no, because of traffic, I'm still going to need to. I don't know. It could take anywhere from like 50 minutes to an hour and a half to get there from where I live to the location. So tutoring the first day, because I'm working with somebody else, we switch. So we spend about maybe 25 minutes with the group and switch, because they have to get their computer, even though, I don't know. So that first group I had, only one student was there. The second group, all 3 of them were there. So we'll see what it looks like today. We are getting our daily rate pay, which is nice, because, yeah, that would be like an extra $1,000 this week. Next week it should be about $1,500. I don't know when or how we're gonna get that money. Yeah, but then obviously taxes and stuff. Okay, but that's basically it. I finished reading chapter 4. I need to do the notes. I have this week and next week, because my final is on the 5th. I'm gonna try and do it that Saturday, just in case I have internet issues like last time, because that was ridiculous. I will check with you guys later. Alright guys, it is the end of the day. I have tutoring today, so I can't leave. And they did add a student to both groups. Yeah, now I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so they added a student to each group. So now I have a list of 4, and the other teacher has a list of 4. But like I said last time, the first group, there's only 1 student there, so who knows what's going to happen today. But we had our CCCs. During our CCCs, like right after we dropped the students off, we had a code red drill. So I'm like, thank goodness we didn't have the students with us. However, one of the teachers was in the hallway when it went off, but like we couldn't open the door for her. So I think she was a little upset about that, because the math instructional coach was like, where did you go? And teacher was like, don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah. So I need to determine what to do for this group. That one student, I don't know about the new student that they added, but that second group, they were behind. I tried to do an exit. Like, I really don't feel like they need their computer for math. I feel like that's more of a hindrance. Yeah, so I may bring whiteboards and have them work the problem out on whiteboards instead of the computer. So I do want to have everything open and ready to go. But yeah, so we have our planning thing tomorrow at a different location. So I need to see what special we have to put in plans, and then print a copy of those so it's on my desk. But otherwise, I did start the notes, so I didn't really get very far, because it took forever to do something this morning. What was I doing? I forget, but it took forever. So I'm still working on my notes. I'll have a little bit of time at the end of the school day and before I do tutoring, and then when I get home, I should be able to finish them tonight, so I can go ahead and move on to module 3, which is chapter 5, 6, 7. I didn't listen to the video, so I need to do that too. But I should be able to have the video playing in the background while I write notes. But yeah. Like I said, I might sleep in a little bit tomorrow, but I think the place we're going to is like 30 minutes from here. And I think that's more north. So it's further away. So I might just sleep in an extra 30 minutes and just get there early, bring my book, my textbook, so I could read. Yeah. I will check with you guys sometime later this week. Alright guys, it's Thursday, like 11:47. We have a light from 11:30 to 1. And then we have an afternoon session. Somebody is in their car and it looks like they're turned facing me because they're diagonally across from me, but their head is turned this way. So that's weird. Yeah. So I did leave early this morning. So I got here early. Yeah. I'm exhausted. Because I did not go to sleep earlier at all. But I'm about to eat my lunch, and then I did bring my book so I can read some more. I'm on chapter 5 now. So hopefully I can. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So the morning session. Oh, it's a bunch of schools here. At this church, because we're at a church. Which seems a little strange, but okay. Yeah. So this morning we just did like looking at a lesson from the Godot website. All the part because their lessons are different from the district, but the district is planning to basically revamp their lessons and basically use mostly Godot stuff anyway. They might incorporate a couple of their own stuff, but it's mostly Godot stuff because we previewed it when we had that digital learning day earlier this month. So yeah. So we went through that on the part because there's different parts to the lessons, like engage, explore, apply, and I forget the last one. So we did that on what we already started, which is patterns and coordinate plane. Like we only have maybe 2 more lessons, and then we move on to geometry. So I'm confused because there's like we need to send in when we're planning to use this lesson. I'm like, what do you mean when are we planning to use this lesson? Like the mid units next week, and then we move on to geometry. Yeah, geometry. So I don't know. So they did that. And then someone from within the special ed department came and basically the same exact lesson, just like went through where we could put supports or whatever. So when we get back, we're going to be doing breakout rooms. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing. I'm pretty sure she said, but like I said, I'm exhausted. Like, I'm hoping they let us leave at 3. It says it's supposed to be until 3:30, but I'm really hoping it's until 3. That's a long time. Like 1 to 3:30 is. I hate trainings like these, like this, where you're just sitting. It's the worst. But if I wasn't at this training, I would be doing tutoring after school. So I guess 3:30 is better than leaving at 4. Luckily, we don't do it on Fridays, so because that would be a lot. Yeah. Alright guys, it is actually 2:49, so we are getting out a little bit early, which I am glad. It took like 50 minutes for me to get here this morning. I don't know how long it's going to take this afternoon. I don't know if it was because of traffic or because I'm farther away or a combination of the both, but let's see. It's gonna take like an hour. So I'm basically, no, I'll get home earlier than if I was doing tutoring. Because yesterday traffic was the worst. It was worse than Tuesday. But Monday wasn't too bad because I had to study Monday too, and it wasn't as bad. But I'm about to go home and study, read, and if I finish reading, I'll go ahead and start the notes. Good morning, guys. It is Friday. Yeah, so got my last early out pass. I think I'm going to wait to use it until that Friday before the last week of school, which would be, so use it the 15th. Yeah, I think that's what I do. But I am so tired. I'm trying to decide if I want to do Uber Eats tonight. I do. It's just that I'm tired. And I kind of want to get up early Saturday so I could do laundry Saturday. Because I have to serve Sunday at 11, which means I have to be there at 10. So, and I'm still going to need to do grocery shopping and stuff. So, I'd rather do laundry and clean Saturday. Yesterday we were out. We were supposed to have 2 subs. They took my sub and moved him or her to a different classroom, according to what the other sub left. And then there's some issues with the para did come in, which is good because the sub didn't really leave specific names. I don't know if that one student was here that rides the special education bus, and if she got on it, because when we had a planning day for just us teachers, we went to the middle school. I don't think, same thing. They took my sub, and she didn't get on the bus because somebody took her to the bus. So, I don't know. She didn't write anything about that in the note. So, I don't know. Okay. It's Friday. We're coming down to the wire. They have a mid-unit on Tuesday, and then we're supposed to do 2 lessons on polygons. Friday is career day, so no plans for Friday really. And then spring break, and then after spring break, we have like a week and a day, I think, to review, which is not a lot of time. Yeah, so I'll check with you guys later. Alright guys, end of the day. Whew. Yeah, it wasn't a horrible day. It wasn't a bad day at all. But yesterday for them was not good. So I'm just finishing up this IEP, which went well and quick. And I was luckily able to get the parent support person to translate for me because it's like a 2-minute. I don't think they would send someone from the Welcome Center just for 10 minutes. Like, yeah, they would have got paid for more than that. So that would have been special education teacher. Okay, at myself. Let me add the LEA. Oh, so yesterday also was the SPED team meeting, but obviously we wasn't here because we was at that training. So the 5th grade SPED teacher was saying, it looks like me and her will be staying in 5th grade, which is good. She was saying they're looking to hire somebody else, and then there might be some changes. Like some of the SPED teachers will be changing. The 2nd grade person would be staying in 2nd grade, but one of the 3rd grade teachers might be going down to 1st and 2nd. Ooh, I'm like, good. I'm glad to be staying with 5th. That's what I would prefer to stay in 5th. But also, I found out the other general education teacher that does the code type is going to a different school because she was able to get, like, the principal was able to set up an interview for her. So, and then one of the math teachers wants to leave 5th grade because she doesn't like us being departmentalized. So, and then another teacher was saying she overheard that one of the, I think it is 3rd grade teacher, would like to move back to 5th grade. I don't know. One more week until spring break. I'm excited. There was several teachers out today. I don't know why, because there's no PL or anything. Like, some of the ones who did the training yesterday were out today as well. I'm like, kind of suspicious. Thank you guys for watching. Next week will be week 3 of my graduate class, which includes tests. And then next week before spring break, and we have a midterm Tuesday, and then we have career day on Friday. So my shared teacher's like, she already started on the plan. She's basically almost done because we only need 3 days of planning. Although we are moving on to polygons, but we only have 2 days before we can do anything. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week.